Dropping in and finding the breath, connecting to Source, calling upon higher wisdom, inner being, understanding Source energy. What does it mean to live and breathe and act from a place of connection to Source? Inviting in this higher perspective, a shift in my state of being in order to receive, opening up the receptor sites, knowing it is all available to me in this place of alignment and presence. Inviting you in to drop deeper into the meditation experience, receiving the transmission, embracing the healing that can happen on all levels simply by opening to these higher states, allowing for grace and ease to come over the body. Pure presence. It's all that's required. Simply listening and opening. Activating the inner realms. Communing with nature, the elementals, the higher intelligence, infinite intelligence that pulses through all things. Having a wave of love and gratitude come over me. Feeling so blessed to be here now in this moment, connecting to Source, plugging in, activating this higher power and wisdom. Today's Source Speaks transmission is a continuation from yesterday in understanding how to manage my energy, how to manage energy in general, how energy flows, how it moves, the analogy of momentum, and how a train moves down a track with momentum. And as energy gains momentum, there's a building without resistance with the law of attraction towards what is wanted or unwanted, depending on which direction the train is pointing. So I want to explore this understanding and concept more, as well as invite in a deeper relationship of managing my energy and a healing activation on all levels of any parts of the self that are ready to be released, upgraded. The new codes are received. The old conditioning and habits are let go. When we shine the light of our consciousness on it, we can choose differently. Becoming more aware and conscious not only of our breathing, but our thought patterns and habits, the things that run on automatic. Allowing for there to be insights and inspiration that flows in. Everything is waiting at the leading edge of our yes, saying yes to this Source connection, letting in more soul self, higher self. Calling for deeper states of relaxation, putting down all the stories, giving myself this sacred pause to be here fully. Feeling my spine open, the crown of the head, the portals at the tailbone. They are simultaneously expanding and allowing for more energy to flow through. Widening the base of the pyramid of the energy body, allowing the pillar to be open, aligned, and released, clear and ready to receive these new energies. The antenna shoots up through the crown of the head, reaching for the heavens, kissing the sky and plugging into the sun. Surrounding my body in a bubble of light, a golden bubble, seals in the auric field. Surrounding ourselves with an electric blue trim and vibrant purple film, filtering out all low frequencies, removing the negative thought forms and the interference from the external world, the psychic debris, the influences from others that are no longer serving are sent back to their origin and source instantaneously. All energies are returned to sender. We can now feel and experience our own field. The quantum field, biofield, is cleansed and cleared in this meditation process, spinning it, flushing it, scrubbing and polishing any parts that are holding, fluffing it with dancing golden spirals, and liquid rainbow plasma light pours down through our pillar and spins around and spirals to every cell. And just let it feel good to come back into the homeostasis of alignment, centered, calm, purified. Plugging into the crystalline core and deepening the roots, plugging into the consciousness grid on the earth, the new earth codes. Beyond the surface charge, there is a higher octave, ascended alignment that is coming from the mastered level soul self. Another version of reality is awaiting the increase in our vibration, up-leveling the vibratory tones to slough off the holding patterns that hold us back, that keep us stuck, the mindset or behavior that is not bringing us as much joy, love, peace, harmony, success that we are inherently meant to experience. So we're willing to up-level and let them go. Family of Light is present, the High Council, Spiritual Roundtable, Angels, Guides, and Ascended Masters, Frequency Holders, Wisdom Keepers, all those here serving with loving support, our path, our journey, knowing it's already been done. We will see it when we believe it, tapping into the believingness of all of our dreams, hopes, and wishes, awaiting our yes. There's a well of infinite peace in the center of our chest. The soul matrix, original blueprint, pristine and untethered by life experience. The very center, calling upon Source Self, Higher Self. And now that we are plugged in, grounded, connected, present, and clear, I allow Source to speak through me, to blend with me, and share what is most potent, powerful, and necessary for myself and all of us who are listening. The quantum healing happens on all levels for everyone who comes in contact with these teachings, this transmission. There is the old adage, seeing is believing, and we must flip that around to believing is seeing. Letting all things manifest without resistance, in the flow, pure acceptance. Know that one is more powerful than millions when connected and aligned with the Source Self. We're powerful beyond measure when tapping into this place. Dreams, hopes, wishes, desires can come a lot faster and manifest in physical form when the resistance has been released. Two trains pulling in opposite directions was the analogy we were referring to yesterday, an Abraham metaphor of using momentum to create. The key is to feel it, celebrate it, and experience it vibrationally before it manifests, not needing the end result to celebrate. We have been showing you little clips and glimpses of what it would be like to be so confident, relaxed, and sure before something turns into a manifested form. By the time it manifests, it has already been vibrationally attuned, and it is old news. It is the past reverberations catching up with the present. There is a very useful time delay on many occasions in this reality. In many instances, it's very useful to have manifestations follow the vibrational offering, to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch it. Having them manifest without a true understanding and knowledge of what is happening would not serve your growth and learning on this plane. The next stage of development and mastery is to know vibrationally to the core of your being that all that you have been wanting and wishing for has been arranged for you and is being rearranged based on your current input. And it doesn't need to manifest to be real. It can be felt, visualized, imagined, and that can be enough. That can be enough for the soothing of the soul, the knowing of your senses, your extrasensory ability, and the relief and distressing of your system. There is so many layers and levels to manifesting that you're still just getting to know. It is an unfurling and unfolding for you and for everyone, but for you in particular, you're wanting to be a powerful, deliberate creator on your path, and choosing the high path requires a greater degree of consciousness of how energy works, of how things flow, of how things go. And we like to play with you in that space, make it a plaything, turn it into a beautiful game, a fun expression, an expedition and an exciting adventure. Things will go way better from that place. The residue of frustration, irritation, resentment, these are all emotional films, layers on the energy body that are being sloughed off. There's no need to manipulate through control or resistance anymore. Being in the flow, being flexible, being receptive and open feels so good and is so much more fun that the emotional body, the energy body, psychic body is choosing this more and more and releasing the players, the people, places, and things that are attached to the negative thought forms. There are many that are still operating from that lower vibrational state, and we care and kiss them with compassion, saying goodbye to that level of manifestation. You all can feel when something resonates and feel the offness in the field when it is dissonant. You have everything you need to manifest your greatest dreams. It's just about utilizing it, applying it, understanding it, playing with it. Do not be afraid to make mistakes or limit yourself with confusion. Take the next logical step and move on from the past, even if the past is 5 seconds ago. Take the next logical step and move on. In this training ground, there'll be many variations happening simultaneously, which can lead to doubt and confusion if you don't understand the infinite potential and multidimensional reality that is happening. Things are operating on many levels. So the shifts in the timelines and the quantum leaps that are happening can seem disruptive and jarring without a greater understanding of operating from this center. Embrace it all The things that move quickly, the things that go slowly. The seemingly out of control feeling of not knowing what to do, where to go, or who to be in fleeting moments. You can always come back to source and come back to center when you're ready. This is always an option. You are here to make manifest the glory of your being. We mean that on the deepest level and on the most genuine, sincere plane of existing. The glory of your being. Connected to the joy of your being. The loving, divine creature that you are. There's so much more to experience, give and receive while you're here. The time of playing small and holding back is coming to a close as it shrivels away from lack of desire. No longer needing to learn from the place of what is not wanted. You have collected the data and have gained enough experience for lifetimes, many lifetimes. Let it all be okay in the moment now. The trials, the tribulations, the triumphs, the successes, the failures, whatever interpretation the mind has had. Can all pause in this moment as perfect, sacred, it's all been helpful and useful. Remove the victim, villain, perpetrator, prey mentality of wrongdoing and blame, the belief in others doing something to you. It's the greatest work that you have to do right now. Gaining deeper levels of clarity on what works for you and what you want to surround yourself with. Change environments. Migrate towards the areas that bring the most joyful bliss. Connecting to nature, beauty, the elements, kind, loving beings. No longer put yourself in environments that are causing harm. It's easy to shift. It happens quickly now. On all levels. Take the time to see with new eyes and hear. With expanded senses. Everything is here to serve, even when there is a lack of understanding. Dropping into deeper levels of trust and truth will help guide the way. Spirit is here. Source is pulsing through. The energy that makes worlds and manifests and animates the human form is always pulsing through. There's a softening and a graciousness that comes over our being when this truth is embraced. Follow the impulses, the nudges. Yield to this higher power. It knows the way and sees the way. The energy can build when the resistance is removed. Momentum is gained when there is excitement and exhilaration that pulses through the field. It will carry you the love, the passion, inspiration. It's all very useful in terms of traveling the path and carving out the next stage of evolution. Each individual will be impulsed in very special and unique ways. We all have a reason for being, our higher purpose and destiny, co-creating in the world with these higher powers. It's okay to pause, it's okay to rest, it's okay to reset. And when the energy flows and inspiration comes, follow it fully. Refine the skill. Trust in yourself to know. And when the old habits and the grooves that you fall into creep up, bless them, see them for what they are. Be willing to carve a new path. It's all available to you once the channels are clear and consciousness is pulsing through. Signs of resistance and separation, division, are all aspects of the denser dimensions that are becoming more obvious as our awareness grows. There'll be a natural filtration system that shows the split of the dimensionalities. When you get stuck in a fear, doubt, limiting thought pattern, notice the contraction, notice the way it feels, and choose wisely to lift yourself up, change your state. There's always a way in. Some environments are easier than others to find it, but there's always a way. No one else needs to be acting differently or at a higher octave of consciousness for you to be living your higher truth. It's much easier when surrounded by those that are already there, but the contrast is serving you well, and the development of compassion and awareness of how impactful those negative states are is still useful for deepening your desire. That's all that it is. Fuel for the fire of your transformation as you see the dismal results that are being lived by those that are not applying their full potential. It's obvious when looking at the energy flow and the cause and effect, the consequences and results of certain actions and behaviors. We all have a growing edge and limiting beliefs that we're working through, no matter what level of mastery somebody is operating at. There is always more in this infinite and eternal existence. So bless them all wherever they're at. Know that they're learning and growing. Know that you are part of the transformation as a radiant one, living it, being it, believing it, and then seeing it. Managing your energy is as simple as choosing what feels good in the moment from a place of centeredness and alignment. Learn how to pause, reset, recalibrate, get in tune, and operate from this higher place. There will always be triggers, challenges, and rascals that give you the opportunity to practice, testing you as an opportunity to grow. Nothing more, nothing less. Let it go. Any sort of resentment or resistance in the field will culminate in a lack of energy flow that can manifest in the form of irritation, illness, disease. Value your state of being, your emotions, your senses, your feelings. Drop into a deeper level of contentment, relaxation, and joy. Allow yourself to enjoy life even more, love even more. Express your gratitude and appreciation even more. And when you allow certain thought patterns to bother you, bless the frustration, irritation, and impatience that surfaces as a reminder of your alignment or lack thereof in the moment. There's a vortex of creation that is awaiting your arrival to jump in and live your greatest dreams like no other time. Now is the time of awakening. No other time could it be even possible like the now that you're in, based on the realizations, transformations, and evolution that you've experienced. Now is always the perfect time to begin anew. Let the energy build, feel your power, know your blessings, celebrate your gifts. You are getting it, you are here, feeling it. The quantum healing is happening as new neural pathways with these realizations are opening up the thought forms of higher dimensional realities and guidance from the extrasensory beings and realms that you come from. All of the star kin, quantum family, soul family, earth family that are in resonance and alignment with you will continue to appear and play. Keep moving forward towards the leading edge and leave everything else behind. The history, the stories, the explaining and excuses and reasoning, it can all be put down now, recycled, washed away, dissolved in the fire and light of unity consciousness. We are all divine sparks of light, an extension of source pulsing through every single being in its own unique, special way. Bask in these energies, the liquid, golden, electric light love that pours through and showers down, collected in your heart. Let it radiate out and emanate out from this space, circulate it around. Know it's all coming back to you 1,000-fold. Every breath is pulsing with life. Keep filling yourself up to wholeness and letting go and putting down all that is no longer you. We must release the old to make room for the new. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being present here fully in the now and receiving. May these teachings and transformations touch every being in the highest and best way. Namaste.